Okay, so this question says, use a quadratic regression to calculate the value of y when x is equal to 5. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do here is enter this in and we'll do the regression. So stat, edit, we're going to put the list 1 x in list 1, y in list 2, so 0, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 7. And then over we got 17.5, 30.3, 30.8, 31.5, 25, 8.3, negative 7.6, and negative 9.1. So now all our data is in there. We make sure that it's correct. Just a quick glance there just to make sure. Okay, so now I'm going to quit. I'm going to go into Stat, over to the Calc menu, and we're going to do the quadratic regression. By default, it sets the X list as list 1, Y list as list 2, which is exactly what I want. So I'm going to press Calculate. So now here's my regression equation with the little pieces here. Now, the question was asking me to figure out what Y was when X is equal to 5. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to press 5, I'm going to press Store. I'm going to store that number 5 into the variable X. And I'll press this button right here for X. And so there we go. 5 is in X. Press Enter. There it is. So just to show you here, if you press X and press Enter, it thinks 5. Okay, good. Now I'm going to press the vars button right here, okay, which opens up a menu so I can access the variables here, and we want the statistical variables because what we just did is actually a statistical calculation. Go over to EQ. The very first option you get is regression equation. Now when you press Enter on that, it actually writes down the regression equation that it just came up with in its entirety. Okay, so it gives you to as many decimal places as it can here. In fact, it might even know these numbers to a couple more in its memory that it doesn't write. Now notice it has the variable X in there. Well, I've just stored 5 in X, so now when I press Enter, it's going to calculate this equation with X as 5. And so there we go, 19.1. And when I look, there's my answer there, option C.